A great exercise that we encourage folks to do is these poles. And earlier here we demonstrated in hand how to start that. But now what we're going to do is Monroe here is going to do the poles mounted. And I tell people all the time, you don't need a fancy horse barn to practice horsemanship. These are about 10 railroad ties here that we've placed, I don't know, approximately 4 feet apart. And what I want to do is Monroe's going to go through these poles and demonstrate exercises you can do at home and on your own to learn how to guide your horse and learn how to operate your horse. So first thing he's going to do is he's going to walk through these poles and what I want you to look at is I want you to watch how he looks over his shoulder and moves that horse's shoulder around. And notice his hands. He's not dragging that horse's head around. He's like he's pushing with the rein. Well, we're preparing that horse to neck rein and respond to that pressure on its neck to turn, okay? See how he looks over his shoulder, points with his chin, moves that horse over. This is Dixie. This is a little mare that we raised from a baby. So now what he'll do that same procedure, but then he'll stop and he'll back up. Okay. And then he'll side pass over. And he'll walk through. Then he gets to the end, he'll side pass over. And he'll back through. A couple years ago I spent several days out here just coming up with all different ways and things you can do with these poles. Now he'll side pass over the poles. Okay. Now he's going back through. Moving her hip over, see? All right. All right. See now folks, this is true horsemanship here. You can get out there and zoom around in a bunch of circles trying to get your horse to get the right leads. That's not schooling a horse. This right here actually is preparing that horse to canter. It's preparing that horse to maneuver up under you. And you're learning to move all the different parts of that body with your legs and seat. You notice he's using his legs and seat and his body position to do that. Okay? It's been a long road for this horse. We raised it from a baby. Started out, didn't even know how to lead. And now to side pass like this. You know, folks, that doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of time and a lot of patience and a lot of thin layers added one after the other. Just like that. So, you know, what I suggest you do is get you some poles set up and work these poles. All right, now Monroe, if you want, go ahead and trot them and trot through them. Like we went over in the in-hand work, we're going to walk these poles and then we're going to trot them, okay? Now watch how she organizes her steps. See there? She did not touch one pole. That tells me a lot. That horse's brain is connected to its feet. Okay. Now, if you take a green horse, try that. They'll stumble across there like a drunk. Okay. But when that horse trots down through there and doesn't touch one of those poles and does it with grace and with ease, tells us that that brain right there is connected to those feet. And So that's a good exercise. You know, it's good for young people, but you know, learning, but also, you know, you folks that are really trying to learn how to guide your horse. That's a very good demonstration and a very good exercise. Set these up beside your horse barn and go out there on Saturday mornings, and you challenge everybody in your barn to go out here and you try to maneuver that set of posts just like Monroe did right there. And if you can, then you're an operator.